Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, however you feel. All I know is I'm feeling a little bit better. Um, you know, brother hurt himself a little bit trying to do too much at work. But I'm glad we back. It's been a long, long time. And yes, the wild shirts, the personalities is here. Um, you already know half of our crew is exceptionally lit. And I already know y'all clicking in with it saying LeBron James released. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. And right now, I want to introduce the president, the co host, the big chief himself, Big Chief Daddy.
What up? What up?
Man, long time, long time.
Is there anything going on this weekend?
You know, look at the poster board in the background.
Is there some big football event going on this weekend I
We
didn't know
got
about?
Philadelphia. We got Kansas City. We got people defacing Rocky.
They didn't that. Look, man. Look, that is an Eagles fan. Okay, that's not a Kansas City fan. Because first off, what's a Kansas City fan even doing there? Well,
Well, okay, they took the week off, so they had to fly to Philly first, do whatever they did, and then they was gonna fly to Arizona for the rest of the week.
well, you know, no. I mean, there is that famous Kansas City bar in Philadelphia, and I looked it up, like from 2013. Romero told me about it, and I was like, yeah, I wonder if that. So I looked up to see if that uh, bar was still there, and it is. So there's a Kansas City bar in in Kansas City. I mean, in Philadelphia, of nothing but Chief fan, and I think it's been there for about 10 years now. And trying to
And
go.
thank you guys. Look, I know the
Oh
numbers are building up real quick. I don't know if
yeah,
you guys heard about LeBron James being released, but we will go
yeah,
into that in a little bit. Right now, we want to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Um,
So wait. So I found that name. It's Big Charlie's Saloon. It's in Philadelphia. It is a Kansas City Chief bar, all chiefed out, and they did a special about it back in 2013. El Rey, as he's known today, is she showed me about it. But look, that ain't no. That's an Eagles fan, okay? And if the Eagles need some mojo for something like that to be on a Rocky statue to get pumped up for this game, something wrong.
you know what? I don't see there's something wrong. They had to do something.
Yeah. So
They had to do something.
We gonna bring them in.
Yes, we're gonna bring him in. And those of you guys who don't know, I've nicknamed him the Chameleon because the brother got so many different personalities. Today we got El Rey.
What up, Ray? Oh God, he got the baby
Oh,
powder.
please tell me he's gonna throw it at the ceiling and it's gonna
Oh
land in his
God!
hat. Please land in the hat
Look,
and
man,
his Burger King. Did you get it your way right away?
he got the powder and everything.
El
Oh
Rey
man,
is here.
Ray,
The
yeah,
King.
the king is here.
The Burger
Okay.
King.
So
Whopper, 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 Whopper. Dot, dot. What's that?
before we get into this, again, for those of you guys clicking in because it says LeBron James released, I will explain that in due time. Right now, um,
Let me.
tomorrow, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
this weekend, big event, holiday on Sunday. It is this country's holiday. It is the best sport in the world for me. I love football. I'm a football guy. First and foremost, our fourth partner is not here at the moment, but he already said that he needs, Big Boy said he needs the Kansas City Chiefs will win 38-0. So starting with that, we will go to
No,
El
no, no.
Rey, the
Let's
King, first,
let's
and see what he's thinking.
so we'll give our predictions at the end of the show. Okay, we can preview everything. Let's get
You
some
want my
score predictions.
predictions for the Super
No,
Bowl?
let's get your thoughts.
Okay.
On.
Okay, on the Super Bowl, but let's give our score predictions later in the show.
Okay, that works.
That's called a tease. Okay, in the broadcasting business. You know
Well,
what I'm
Hey,
first
saying?
of
bro,
all,
go ahead, do it. Do what you do.
So because you already when I saw LeBron James released, I was already like, what in the world did I miss?
Like I said,
So
I'll explain in due time.
but Ray, what's your not your prediction, but what's your thoughts? Give me some breakdown. What you're looking forward to on Sunday's game?
I mean, it's going to be a competitive game just based on the Vegas line. I believe last time I checked, Philadelphia's favored by 1 point. So a lot of bets going the Eagles' way. Um, it's going to be a close game. I don't think it'll be a blowout um, unless there's a catastrophic injury, on one of the key guys. But I personally can't stand Sirianni. So I'm pulling for Glendale Community College alum Andy Reid. So I hope that your Chiefs win, Daniel.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I I'm going to this game not as okay. I'm not as going to be as like that. Okay, the Frisco game, I kind of figured we were going to be the favorites to win that game, and we end up winning because of all those games we fell behind. I figured it's just destiny. Fall behind, come through. The Tampa Bay Super Bowl was just like, okay, yeah, we got there, but I was like, man, I don't know about this game. I had this gut feeling that we were going to lose. I was like, this oddly reminds me of the Patriots when they lost to the Rams that first or when the Patriots beat the Rams in the greatest show on turf that year. So I was like, man, something's up. This Super Bowl, I just don't know. I think it's going to be a great game. I was looking up and I was like, I saw the stat of how everybody is really similar. They're both 16-3 if you include the playoffs. They both scored 546 points. They both averaged 4.6 yards a carry. It's like it's really odd, right? And then of course you got Andy Reid coaching against his other former team. You got the brothers playing. I'm just gonna say the brothers are playing in the Super Bowl, but I really don't like the whole brother versus brother because it's they both play offense. So it's not like one is playing a linebacker or the other one is playing a defensive tackle where he's gonna block his brother. It's not that. It's they both play offense.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many storylines. I was hoping for a different pair of brothers to be in the Super Bowl. I was hoping for a Buffalo versus Dallas Super Bowl and have the Diggs brothers play each other. But
See
that
now,
didn't work out, obviously.
that is brother versus brother. I'll take that. Like if that ever happens where the Diggs play against each other, because that'd be great. Seeing Diggs on Diggs, that's great. Because I never bought into the whole what if Manning versus Manning? They don't play each other. They're not on the field the same time.
I mean,
Right?
we saw a little bit of it on the Pro Bowl, that glorified
The
flag
glorified
football game.
two-hand touch game.
Saw a little bit of it. Diggs versus Diggs. Stefan.
Yeah, and
Uh,
could you imagine if they had full pads and it was actually for a ring?
Now that's
So
worth tuning in for.
yeah. So as far as brother versus brother, it's a nice title. Hey, guess what? I mean, they got a great podcast. I listened to it. Um, you know,
So Mama Kelsey's going to win regardless.
Yeah, Mama Kelsey's gonna win regardless of what happens. Also, we got to figure out if the petition worked. Does she get to flip the coin or not? I don't know. There was a petition out there saying that she wants that for her to flip the coin. So
I don't think the NFL would allow that. I don't
Yeah.
think the NFL would allow
Actually,
it.
I do think the NFL would allow it if it
Nah.
got.
Think so, Joey?
I think if it got enough steam, I think the NFL would do it.
Yeah, well, after what
If the
Roger
NFL could make a buck,
look,
they'd do it.
after what Roger Goodell said in his little press conference, nothing surprises me anymore.
Okay, catch me up. What do you say?
The refs are outstanding. They've never been better.
He actually said that.
He said that. Now I get it. He's not gonna. What's he gonna say?
Even LeBron would disagree with that.
I mean,
I'm not
what's he-
going there. I'm not going there.
What's he gonna say? It's not like he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, the ref screwed up." The ref screwed up. I mean, it's not like he's gonna say that. But when I read that, he said, "Yeah, the refs are they've never been any better." I was like, was he watching the NFL or the XFL or the CFL or the AAF or whatever other leagues are on there?
You know what? Since we bring that just real quick, I'm actually looking forward to these spring leagues. They're both popping off basically at the same time. I can't wait to watch the XFL and the USFL.
Yeah, those are gonna be fun. But
Yeah, see, Joey, he's a real football guy, man. He'll watch if there's pigskin on TV, he's going to watch it.
well,
Yeah.
you funny you say that because when the XFL part deuce came on, we were actually on a roll talking a lot of XFL and then right before the pandemic,
COVID,
it was
yeah.
like, right before that, we were on a roll. We had our favorite teams. We were breaking down games. It was actually
We had our own stat lines. Like it was fire.
yeah, it was fun. So I'm actually looking forward to it as well. The USFL, I'm looking forward to it too. I just really want to know what Mr. Dwayne is going to do with the XFL because he's making sure it's not all about him.
Well, let's not get too far off.
Yeah, what are you thinking about this game?
Okay, so for me personally, I am definitely looking forward. Am I dark? I mean, I know I'm dark because I'm black, but let me. So, wow, really? Okay. So he just hit me with the. Okay, so now that I'm not dark anymore. All right. So what I'm looking forward to when it comes to this game, I know this is gonna sound really weird. I'm looking for the big boys. I want to see both pass rushes versus both offensive lines. And I know everybody's talking about Philly's D line and Philly's O line. Call me crazy. I know you said that it feels more like the Rams and the greatest show on turf versus the Patriots. I think I'm actually more on the other side.
No, I said that the last Super Bowl, the Tampa Super Bowl that we lost, that we got blown out with, felt more like that Super Bowl was more like wasn't so sure. This Super Bowl, it's a coin flip.
No, I got you. I don't think this one is actually a coin flip. Does anybody remember how heavily stacked Cam Newton and the Panthers were against Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about the Super Bowl. I feel like everybody's so focused on Philly. I just feel like somebody on Kansas City is going to go nuts. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like 21-7. And it's like, how in the heck did this happen? I just have a feeling that there's going to be something unexpected when it comes to, not to say that there's going to be a 21-7 score, to say that there's going to be something unexpected about the Super Bowl that we did not expect.
Yeah, I think that someone is Pacheco. I think he's going to be a breakout star.
No. Say it like you always say, because I added it in my head already. Say it like you say it. There it is.
Pacheco!
Every time.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, with some hair on your chest, what?
No, but because this.
You got to say it with your chest.
It's
Pacheco!
In our chat, right?
Yeah,
He'd be coming up with the response. He'd go, Pacheco, like he Pacheco, and I was like, And I'm so delayed because of the
Man,
internet
he's
TV.
so explosive.
I was like,
what a great draft pick. Talk about a diamond in the rough. I mean, he's been awesome.
But yeah, he's been great. So
our comments have been blowing up here, guys.
yeah, we'll get to him in a minute. Let me ask you a question though, real quick, both of you. Give me one player that might stand out from both teams.
For both teams?
For both teams. Like what? Like when Joe, I'm going off with Two Wallets said that one guy that might break out and be game changer. You gave Pacheco, so give me something from the Eagles.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? The Eagles. I'm gonna tell you someone on the defensive side. This Hassan Reddick guy, man, he's something else. I've been watching some film. That guy is scary, man. And
he wasn't that scary when he played for my Cardinals. I'm just saying.
Well,
yeah.
As of late, he's playing his socks off. So I think he's going to be a factor. He's going to be coming after Danny's homie. He's going to be going after that high ankle sprain that everyone's been talking about.
Right.
So, yeah, Hassan Reddick, I think, could be a factor on the defensive side.
What about you, Two Wallets?
If I had to choose somebody from Philly, I would have to say Smith because all the attention is going to be on A.J. Brown. So that would be for them. And then if I had to say for Kansas City, how did y'all say it? Pacheco! I'm looking for that running game. I'm looking for that running game.
Sí, señor. Brown, señor Café.
I'm looking for some screen passes. I'm looking for something to get the ball out the hand quickly. I'm, looking to keep that Eagles defense off balance. That's what Andy Reid is going to do.
So if I had to choose, I would choose Gainwell for the Eagles because that running back. And for me, it's who plays the slot corner. Is it going to be Watson? Is it Snead? Is it McDuffie? Because that guy is always the guy that takes on their best receiver. And their best receiver is, wasn't it Adams? What was that? Is it Adams? What's the Philadelphia's number one receiver? Or is it
A.J. Brown?
No, the other one.
Smith.
Devontae Smith. Yeah. So
yeah,
Smith.
Who weighs about $160?
Yeah.
I would say $185.
So I think whoever guards Devontae Smith is the key will be the key guy. So that's what I'm looking at because it's a rookie secondary playing in their first Super Bowl. So, I mean, don't forget the fact that no one's talking about the shoulder. Jalen Hurts' shoulder, is it healthy?
No.
He hurt? No pun intended.
I mean,
Hurts is hurt.
He's hurt.
His shoulder, he didn't really throw much. He didn't have to in the conference championship game.
Yeah,
everybody's talking about
Mahomes' high ankle sprain.
Everybody's talking about the ankle sprain and everything, but no one's talking about the shoulder. Like he hasn't passed in like weeks.
Yeah.
In weeks, he hasn't looked good. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but you'll definitely see a lot of RPOs with these quarterbacks. So it's going to be, it seems like the college game has kind of, really entered the NFL now. I mean, you see a lot of the same type of offenses now in the NFL that you would normally see in college. These RPOs, and so it's going to be an exciting game, and I think it's going to be a barn burner.
Well, yeah, I mean, college changed everything, right?
Yeah,
so now
I think it's going to come down to coaching, and of course, Andy Reid has the experience, and he knows. I mean, he used to coach the Eagles, obviously. I mean, it's a different type of program.
It ain't
now.
Your daddy's Eagles, right? I mean,
it ain't your daddy's Eagles. That's right.
Right.
But I think Andy Reid is going to outcoach the young Sirianni, the cocky Sirianni, little douchebag.
Let me add to that. I'll say it this way: Andy Reid doesn't have to outcoach him um, if my defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs does outcoach the offense coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
That's the matchup I'm looking for.
You make a good point, Joey. I mean, we all know that it's three. It's special teams, it's defense. There's three facets to football. But you're right. It might come down to special teams. It might come down to a field goal.
Special teams has hurt the Chiefs this year on punt returns, on field goals, not extra points. Sorry. I just had to throw that out there. But so it depends because the Chiefs special teams hasn't been great this year. Right? And then you always got to remember there's that guy in the background. His name is conservative Andy Reid that lets teams in. If they get up to a big lead, right? Whatever the script says, and they're up 21-3, does the script say, okay, conservative Andy Reid, your turn, let the Eagles come back? Keep the pedal to the metal. I want this game, if the Chiefs would win, I'm not predicting the game, but it'd be like, oh, cool, it could be boring.
What does your script say, Daniel?
My script?
Yeah, for this game.
He said he was going to leave that for the end of the show.
I'm going to leave it at the end. You'll get a little tease. You'll get a little tease what my script's going to say.
All right, so that being said, I'm going to explain because people have been commenting about LeBron James being released. So
good. Hey, that's a good way to get viewers. I'm going to start doing some false advertisement.
Actually, it's not false advertising, and let me explain why. So here's the point. Is LeBron James now released from all responsibility of what's going to go on with the LA Lakers if they don't win another title here in the next year or two? He's not going to be released from the team, but now that he just broke this record, there's going to be a lot of people like this gentleman down here wearing a Burger King hat saying that he's the GOAT. So when they lose in the postseason, which I know they're going to get into, they're going to shock somebody. They might get to the second round. And then it's not going anywhere past that. And then all the blame is going to go to everybody but LeBron James. It's going to start to flip now. Now that he's the point scoring leader, now it's not going to be LeBron James' fault. And Anthony Davis is the perfect person to blame. This is the same guy when LeBron James was breaking the record, sat on the bench, and then had a very poor excuse saying, oh, yeah.
Thank you.
He had a very poor excuse saying, I was upset because we were losing the game. And then they lost. I am not a LeBron James fan. You guys know this. He played for my Miami Heat, and I got upset at his style of play for years. He didn't play, I believe, up to Miami Heat standards of basketball. Yes, they won a couple of titles and he was there. That's neither here nor there. But I've always respected what the guy was on the court, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
To answer your question, look, LeBron's already accomplished what he came to LA to do, which is he won a title.
He made a movie.
Granted that it was the bubble championship. Okay.
Yeah, because we both know Big Chief was going to bring that up.
Title's a title now.
He's broken Kareem's scoring record, and he's made a couple really terrible movies.
And directed a couple.
Yeah, he's directed a couple of terrible ones. Yeah.
I mean, he's ruined a couple movie franchises. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
hold on, time out though.
Yeah.
Juan Hernandez starred in one of those films, and I don't think we would have known who Juan Hernandez was as a basketball player before actually being in that film. If you guys don't know who Juan Hernandez is, just saying.
Hernan Gomez. That was the Adam Sandler movie, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about he ruined Space Jam
Nah,
franchise.
I'm not even talking about the
And
He
Space
ruined
didn't
the
Jam
ruin
House
one.
Party
Space Jam. He
franchise.
ruined his own version
He,
of
he
Space Jam.
no, he ruined House Party because those movies you never
Yeah.
ever supposed to ever rebound.
Let's just say his Rotten
This is why I
Tomato
didn't
rating
watch him.
is not good. Not good.
I heard it was
That's why I
horrible.
didn't watch him.
I think the Fast X might be better than that one. And that trailer was like half the movie that they showed last week, the other night. But all right. So my opinion on LeBron is this: I agree. It's great to see the record that wasn't never supposed to be broken. Take it from me, seeing Cal Ripken break the consecutive winning streak record, playing record that was never going to be broken, and so that's a great accomplishment. No problem. where I can't make him the GOAT per se, right? Is because I don't like the fact that he goes on and recruits. Right? Now I'll give him one championship, and that's the Cleveland championship. Okay? And I'll even give him the when he lost the Spurs and took that team to the finals, that Cleveland finals. But getting together and going down to Miami, getting people to come with you to LA, you didn't see that from the other two. And this is what I'm saying. In my top
So he
five,
didn't get Kevin Love and get the Kyrie to stay.
that's besides that's still different. One, he went back. He didn't go recruit them. I'm talking about, hey, I'm gonna get with Wade and we're going down to Miami. AD, come to LA. Kawhi, I mean, Paul, Kyrie, I really, really wanted him in LA. That's what he said. I mean, that's what they were trying to get. Carmelo, come with me to
LA.
LA. D Wade, come with me to Cleveland. It's just that didn't work. So he gets his.
That's the modern day NBA.
Right. That's the modern day NBA. That's why I can't. But that's why I can't put him above my other two, because the two I it's not just rings. It's not just the whole thing about rings. It's how you make people better. And granted, Jordan had Pippen, and Pippen almost won MVP. I saw that thing where Pippen almost won MVP. I heard it on the radio show. Right?
The 1 year when
when Jordan left, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. But he made stars. Kobe made stars after Shaq left. Right? Paul Gasol wasn't.
Now, Danny, as a Laker fan, I will tell you there were some rough years.
I'm sure there were.
It's not his fault that one of his best teammates was Kwame Brown.
People like to romanticize Kobe's entire career. There was some rough years there.
There was.
Before we acquired Pau Gasol, this is post Shaq. Before we acquired Pau Gasol, there was some rough years there. So
there was.
I know people have these revisionist history, but what people are missing to see is LeBron is a pass first type of player. And yet he's managed to break, like you said, probably the record that no one thought would be broken. And when you look at his 20-year span as a player, which Kobe played 20 years also, right? And I think he amassed about 33,000 points. Okay. And Kobe, for most of his career, was a shoot first type of player. On the other hand, LeBron is a pass first type of player, and yet he's managed to break the scoring record. Look, when Dr. James Naismith invented this game, okay, he said the objective of the game is to put the ball in the basket. Is that not the objective, guys? Well, LeBron has managed to do that more than anybody in the game. Now, as far as your narrative of him going from city to city, amassing championships in different places, some would say that's even more difficult, because you know how difficult it is to go to another franchise and then turn them into a championship team. I mean, when you look at what he did in Cleveland, to win a championship in Cleveland, in my eyes, that's equivalent to about 3 championships. So
I agree.
it's all about narrative, right? And people like
Yeah.
to paint this narrative when it comes to LeBron, and I get it. Some
By
people don't like him for whatever reason.
the way,
You know?
Kobe Bryant finished with 33,643 points.
Correct, and that's in the same 20-year span of a career. Now, if you take into account that LeBron, okay, he's fourth on the all-time assist list.
Why
He's
isn't he
going to be
first?
approaching guys like Stockton and Magic soon.
When?
Hold
I
on,
mean,
it's funny you
And
said
not
that
only
because I
that,
got.
when you look at, hold on, let me finish, Joey. When you look
Go
at
ahead.
his rebounding, I mean, when you talk about an all-around player, LeBron James is the GOAT. I'm sorry. I know that, you know, people don't like hearing that, but the numbers,
Dude,
the
this dude in the
numbers don't
comments.
lie. The numbers
No, look,
don't lie.
look, my nephew is
Numbers
on
don't
it.
lie. People do.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Look, you're getting challenged by one of our people in the. My nephew
Bring
is
it
up
on. Like I
here.
said, the numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, but like I said, can you?
Wait. Hold on. Time out. Did you really just run that comment, Daniel? Do you know how many times you told me, Joey, it's not always about the numbers?
Yeah, certain things.
And
But-
Romero, you said the same thing to me.
I know, but I'm okay. But here it is. I can appreciate greatness. Okay.
Yes, I can.
I appreciate.
He's just
greatness.
not the greatest.
He's just not the greatest.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna draw you a little parallel. Okay, since we were talking football earlier. Now, when you look at Brady and Montana, for example, right? People like to talk about the fact that LeBron went to 10 championships but only won 4, right? Now, if Tom Brady can be the GOAT, okay, over Joe Montana, who was 4-0, who was perfect, just like Jordan was in the finals, then why can't LeBron be the GOAT?
I don't think Brady's the
Longevity
GOAT.
has to count for something, guys.
I don't think Brady's the GOAT.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think Brady's the GOAT.
Most people do. Like I
Yeah,
said,
because let me ask you a question. If you do something longer than everybody else, you're expected to do more than everybody else.
Joey, like I mentioned earlier, Kobe played 20 years. LeBron up to this point has played 20 years. Look at the numbers. Kobe, okay.
Again, I used to say that all the time, and you always used to say, Joey, it's not always about the numbers. So you can't use that as your argument.
All right, ready? Hold on. I put. Here it is. Ready? Here it is. Kobe Bryant, 5 championships. LeBron James, 4 as of now. Number of seasons, they each had 20. They both played 15 playoff games. Okay. Playoffs played. They both played 15 times. All-Star games, LeBron has them by 1. MVPs, LeBron has them by 3. NBA Finals, obviously he has Finals MVP. LeBron has 4. Kobe has 2. NBA first time team is 13 to 11 for LeBron. All-Star team selections, 18 to 15. All defense, 9 for Kobe, 5 for LeBron James. So LeBron James here don't play defense.
And
all defensive teams, 12 to 6. Hold on, I'm not scoring leaders. Kobe has them by 1. Assists go to LeBron because Kobe never passed. And Rookie of the Year obviously went to LeBron James because of that. However, I'm talking, but team basketball, I just respect the guys that don't go nowhere. Right? That's my thing.
Like I said, you can look at it one of 2 ways. Like I said, to me, it's more difficult to go from franchise to franchise and convert them into a championship team.
If he did that, but if he did that without superstars, then you have a gripe. But if you go there with other superstars, then that's different.
Listen,
don't get me wrong. Look. If he would have won,
go back and look some of those Cleveland Cavalier roster that he took to the finals.
Yeah, like I said,
huge.
I respect
how he got them to the finals is beyond me. Are you kidding me?
Delonte
West and some of these guys.
Yeah, Eric Snow. I respect everything he did as a Cavalier. I don't respect him going down to Miami and going to LA with somebody else.
Danny,
That's
he's
my,
averaging
that's my
30.
opinion.
Listen. In his 20th season, he's averaging 30 points a game.
Okay,
all right?
I'm not
Michael
saying
Jordan at 38 years old was averaging 19 points a
and
game with
he
the
was
Wizards.
playing with the Wizards. Okay, I mean,
So
come on.
people don't understand. People don't understand what this guy is doing is an anomaly. It's never been done before. A guy his
Okay,
age.
hold on, pause. Let me get in here for a second. First of all, you can't compare the Michael Jordan at that age to LeBron at this age. For one thing, the rules were still different. And anybody who watches the league knows anybody can. Dude, we're having 140 point games. Okay,
Yeah.
when I was growing up watching basketball, Pat Riley said, if you want a good defensive game, you're stopping them to 18. If you want a great defensive game, you're stopping them to 18 points a quarter or less. If you want to have a good game, it's 25 points or less, which means you're holding them under 100 points a game.
That's fine.
Ain't
That's
nobody
fine.
not scoring 100. Even the worst
okay.
team in the league is scoring more than 100 points a game.
I'll grant
It's
you
a
that.
different
I'll
league
grant you
with
that,
a
Joey.
different style.
Okay.
The shot clock is different. The acceleration of the players in medicine is different. The athletes are different.
This is what I'm talking about. Nobody wants to give LeBron credit, man. I mean,
hold on, but see that, and hold on. That's why I said at the very beginning of the promo, I give LeBron respect. I don't like it because of the way I saw him play on my favorite basketball team. This guy is a freight train, and that's what they've been saying all over ESPN. About. This guy is Allen Iverson and Karl Malone mixed together. And the dude now all of a sudden likes to shoot threes. Dude, he can still get into the paint and get any bucket any day he wants.
He can do it all.
I get sick and tired of seeing him shoot threes. It annoys me.
Old school ballers bleed and keep playing. They fall and get hurt and they still keep it.
It annoys me every single time LeBron James takes a three.
Soft? Is that what you're calling a guy who's out?
I'm not calling him soft. Everybody loves to talk about his basketball IQ. If you can do something better than every other player in the league, why are you shooting threes?
I see you, Anthony. I see you. You're right. You can't argue with me.
You can't argue with the Lakers. The Cowboys.
You can't argue with me because I'm bringing facts. And my
but there's nothing factual about wearing a Burger King crown.
I know you
and
can't
saying that he's the greatest player of all time.
I know you can't take me serious because of the hat, but like I said, the numbers don't lie. At the end of the day, the numbers do not lie. So look up the numbers.
All right.
Again, I'm going to use your same argument against you that you used against me. Joey, you can't always look at the numbers. Okay? Come on, Romero. Sometimes, as Daniel has said, sometimes you got to use the eye test.
Right, but that's...
But see, that's objective.
Okay, so that's
objective, right?
Totally objective because
100% it's objective. And what did I say when I sent you guys the topics? I want you guys' opinion.
Right. So that's subjective because if we go to baseball and you got your pitcher is, I don't care how many pitches, 89, 95 pitches, but he's had 3 great 1, 2, 3 innings, and you say, oh wait, he can't go over 100. So you take him out, and then the next guy. And then next you know, you're like, what happened to my lead? What you to do is hot. If you go to football and you're averaging 6 yards a carry, and all of a sudden you say, I want to throw it 3 straight downs, and you go away from what's got you there, that's what the eye test goes. The eye test on LeBron is a little bit different, in my opinion.
Look, explain.
Yeah,
explain.
Please. Elaborate.
Yeah, please. Because now I see this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to hear.
Okay, so when you go with you always gotta look how he makes everybody around him better. Right? Can those people go off to succeed? That's what I'm trying to think. And we haven't seen yet one teammate that's a non-star go somewhere and exceed. That's what makes, to me, that's what makes, yeah, he's a great player, but a great of all time, you make other people great and they keep building. Right?
Kyrie got worse after LeBron.
Kyrie's on his third team in 3 years.
Kevin Love never.
Where's Kevin
looked
Love?
Like a good player after that.
Right.
Can we talk about some of these trades?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. But
Okay.
that's what my evaluation when I come to the greatest of all time is how I can think of it. Horace Grant was great in Orlando. Got to the finals. Got to the finals. He didn't.
And hold on though, but see that's where I agree because Horace Grant learned a lot from Jordan on how to be a winning basketball player.
That's what I'm trying to say is LeBron James is all about LeBron James.
On the court.
He's not yet. Other than making movies, he's all about LeBron. He's not going to care if you succeed anywhere else without him. He doesn't make you better.
So you're talking, okay, you're saying one of the top assist guys of all time is selfish?
When it comes to playing basketball.
When it's all said and done.
Hello. Hold on. You're going to bury yourself. You're going to bury yourself.
He doesn't
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because
that's like saying Magic is selfish.
Okay, you just buried yourself. Brother, didn't you just get on me about Russell Westbrook all year long? Isn't Russell Westbrook in the top 10 in assists now? Yes, he is.
Russell Westbrook?
All right.
Didn't you just say Russell Westbrook? Didn't you say Russell is selfish? All he does is stat. Didn't you say that?
Joey, that guy's a vampire.
Oh, okay, he's a vampire, but isn't he in the top 10 in assists?
All right.
He is, and I can't argue against that. The numbers.
Oh, okay, then how? Okay, so you're gonna tell me a guy who's in the top 10 in assists in the NBA is selfish?
He is.
So LeBron is not selfish, but Russell Westbrook is.
Listen, how many championships does Russell Westbrook have under his belt?
0.
Thank you. I rest my case. But if you haven't won anything, you can't be selfish.
There you go. I said it all. All right.
Yeah. LeBron's been there and done that. He's got championships. So
yeah, but it's not all about this. It's not all about the championships to me. In my eyes, it's not about the championships. Because if you want to go back to
win the game.
But if you want to go there, then I'm gonna say MJ 6-0, never lost.
That's
Joe
exactly
Montana.
what I was talking about earlier. When you draw that parallel, right? With
Joe Montana.
Montana, it's the
Joe
same
Montana,
argument with Jordan and LeBron.
Joe Montana 4-0. The problem is everybody, the players that he does not make better. You got to make them better to become a great player.
Look.
Hold on now. On that note,
LeBron dragged to the finals.
Hold on. On that note,
you keep going. You keep going to Cleveland. I said already. Cleveland, I'm giving him credit for everything he did with Cleveland. I don't give him credit for anything he does in LA unless he's doing it by himself and get rid of AD and take this squad to the playoffs. This squad right here, without Westbrook,
it won't happen.
Since Westbrook's gone, get rid of AD, take this squad to the playoffs with a bunch of second, third, fourth string guys.
Time out though. Wait, we all know in the next 2 weeks AD is going to get hurt. So just wait, Daniel. Wait 2 weeks. AD will get hurt, and then we'll see what LeBron can do.
LeBron takes this team without another superstar. I will give him his props. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I will give him his props if he says, "I don't want anybody. I'll win whoever. Put whatever. I don't need Paul George. I don't need Kawhi. I don't need Russ. Give me D'Angelo Russell."
You don't think? Hold on. You don't think Kobe Bryant was upset when he had guys like Chris Mim on his roster?
I think Kobe Bryant did what
Parker.
I think
Bryant
Kobe
was not happy. That's why they went out and got Gasol.
Right. I think Kobe Bryant did what he could do with that team. And he could do. And Paul Gasol, okay, I get it. He was a great star, but he wasn't a great star. He wasn't.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He wasn't, but
Um,
he was not. He wasn't AD. And by the way,
He's a Hall of Famer.
the basketball Hall of Fame
And
is a
plus, he
joke.
stays healthy. Unlike
thank
AD.
you. I've been
Okay.
saying that for how long now?
Basketball Hall of Fame.
Hall
is
of Fame is a joke.
joke.
Like
Okay.
the NBA needs their own Hall of Fame
Like,
separate
okay.
from everybody that knows how to dribble.
AD is in the injured Hall of Fame.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
time out. Did you guys know that I'm up for the NBA Hall of Fame? I was dribbling like 2 weeks ago. I'm about to get in.
All right. I'm 5
They're
foot.
letting anybody in now, huh? They're just letting anybody in.
All right. So let's get to these trades.
Bro,
All right.
you averaging 30 when you only play 60 plus games a year. Over the course of them 20 years, don't equate to Jordan playing. Out of the 15 years, he amassed at least 9 seasons where he played
is that?
82 games.
That's my nephew who wants to get in on this.
Okay.
Hold on, you want me to play that again?
All right.
You
This
said
is the
I'm
last
tripping?
thing, though, bro. This
You
is the last
averaging
thing.
30 when you only play 60 plus games a year. Over the course of them 20 years, don't equate to Jordan playing. Out of the 15 years, he amassed at least 9 seasons where he played 80 or all 82 games, plus deep playoff runs. Bruh, tripping.
All right. All right.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, you kind of tripping.
I'm tripping.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, if I'm at the club longer than anybody else, I'm dancing with more girls than you. If that's how you want to break it down.
This analogy is not.
Look, I mean, if you leave the club at 10:30 and I'm leaving the club at 4:30, dude, I got a better shot than you do, man. That's what I'm saying.
Stop while you're ahead, Joey.
I have to hit him with the cricket again. All right. So let's get to these trades. Let's get to these trades. All right. Obviously, who won the trades? The Suns? Are we saying the Suns won the trade? Phoenix?
All right, so what you thinking?
The Suns
because
are
they got
championship
KD?
contenders at this point. I mean,
Because they were able to
CP3 if CP3 doesn't get a championship this year, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all set up for him to win a championship.
So the NBA scripted too.
I mean, maybe some would say yes because, listen, I don't want to sound like a bitter Laker fan, but when we had the opportunity to bring CP3 to the Lakers, the commissioner, David Stern, back then stepped in. I understand that it was conflict of interest because the league owned that team at the time, the Hornets or the New Orleans franchise. I get it. But how are you going to allow Kevin Durant? I mean, people criticize LeBron, okay, for chasing championships, but Kevin Durant gets a free pass? Come on, man.
Not my eyes.
Come on, man.
Not my eyes.
And I'm tripping.
LeBron.
But I'm tripping.
I mean, Kevin Durant goes to teams that are already really made.
Wait, who said that Kevin Durant is the greatest player in all of basketball? Though?
He's not.
Not mine, but I've heard people say that.
On paper, the Suns are favored. It says the Suns would trade last trade, last, but
And as for Dallas acquiring Kyrie, that's not going to work because you have two ball dominant guys in Luka and him. It's going to be basically he's a rental for the remainder of the season, and then he'll sign with the Lakers as a free agent. Kyrie will be a Laker next season. So I'm just letting you know right now, the Lakers didn't want to give up draft picks, right now for a rental, for a potential rental, because that's what he is. He's going to be a free agent. He wants to play with LeBron again, and that's if that's what he wants, it's going to happen. He's going to be a Laker next season. Mark my words.
Probably. But I was like, I lost train of thought. What do you got, Joe?
All right. So as far as the Kyrie Irving, I think we couldn't agree more. They're not going to do as good as Russ and Harden together. At least Russ and Harden could pass.
Thank you.
Kyrie is not an effective passer as Russell Westbrook is and was. Luka Doncic is what's awesome about Luka? Luka's really slow. and he finds a way to
He
be.
plays at his own pace.
Yeah, and he's the quick. He's
But
slow,
he's
but the quickest guy on the court.
effective.
Yeah, like it's awesome to watch him play basketball.
I mean, look at Jokic. He's
Dude,
extremely
you
slow.
know what?
He plays at his own pace, but he's effective.
After seeing that dude in the playoffs last year, I couldn't. That dude, there's no more respect other than Giannis that I would give more to than the Joker. Like that dude.
That's why he's been the MVP back-to-back years. That's why.
Don't be surprised if he makes it a triple crown.
He just might. He just might.
And no, but seriously, dead facts. If I'm at the club longer than you and come on, man. If you leaving the club at 10:30, come on, man. You left way too early. No?
I got a question.
Help him out, Danny. Help him out.
I'm trying to steer that away. Did Dallas give too much away for Kyrie?
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah. If they don't re-sign him,
yeah.
If they don't re-sign him, then
they're rebuilding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
if they don't re-sign him, they're rebuilding with a bunch of cap space
for a rental for 30 games. That's what.
But
what the remainder of the season is 30 more games.
If that 30 games gave him a ring, is it worth it?
Not going to happen.
They're not getting out the first round.
It's not going to happen.
They'll
get past the first round.
I'm just
asking. Dude.
They're not going much deeper than that.
Because
look, I'm a Luka guy. I hope that they do.
Are they all in
guy, but
this year?
They're
all in this year then, right? They're all in.
I mean, Mark Cuban, obviously, when you make a move like that to bring Kyrie, you're all in. I mean, you're putting all your chips in, but I don't think that's enough for them to outdo what Phoenix did.
Because
I mean, the Suns on paper,
because in basketball, it's not like you have 7 rounds. You got 2 rounds. So they gave up a first round pick in 2029 and 2 second rounds in. So you mortgage your future.
I thought it was a bad move because, to be honest with you, man, to me, Spencer Dinwiddie was a better fit to play alongside Luka than Kyrie. Because why are you going to bring another ball dominant guy who needs the ball in his hand to be effective when you already have a guy in Luka that controls the ball most of the game? I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. I don't think that they can compromise and coexist, but we'll see.
Okay, so right now the Mavericks are 30-26 and in 4th place. When the Lakers jump up to 10th, because I honestly feel that they will, I think that they'll get at the very least the 8th or 7th spot when this is all said and done. The Lakers will beat the Mavericks in a playoff series this time. Yeah, you heard me say it. Look, but hold on though. Before the season started, you asked me who did I want in Miami. I told you 2 guys. Who did I tell you? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Joey, you say a lot of things, Joey.
Hold on. I said I wanted Mo Bamba or I wanted Pascal Siakam.
Well,
we were close on one and the other one didn't count. So,
and you got neither.
I know. Doesn't that suck?
You
Pat
almost
Riley
had
lost his touch, man.
I know,
Pat
right?
Riley lost his touch.
So I'm looking at the West schedule, and the best I can see the Lakers doing is getting into that 10th seed. I don't see them going. They can catch Portland. They can catch the Warriors. They're having a weird year.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Lakers are looking at a play-in, at potentially a play-in spot. We're not going to do much more than that. I mean,
your top 8 teams are within 9 games of each other, of 9 games of first. So, but
yeah, I mean, look, I like these moves because I look at it as addition by subtraction. You got rid of 2 cancers. You got rid of Pat Bev, and you got rid of Russell Westbrook.
And now he's going to talk about the vampire.
Who are team obliterators, okay? yes, Russell Westbrook puts up a lot of numbers, and he hustles, but his basketball IQ has to be one of the lowest basketball IQs I've ever seen. He takes some of the most unwarranted shots at crucial points of games that I'm sorry, man, but like I said, it's addition by subtraction. I'm more happy by what we lost and what we gained. I think the overall chemistry will be better, and that translates into wins.
Look at here. You cannot take a Ferrari and then drive it through a school zone. Okay.
What do you think of this comment right here? None of these trades matter. Need chemistry at this point. Celtics win. It's their year.
What? Who said that?
Jeff.
No.
Man,
I hate Boston.
Jeff, we all hate Boston.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah. We don't care about chemistry in Boston.
You know the funny part. The funny part is he's actually from Detroit. So for a Piston fan saying that about Boston, ain't that against them? Are you allowed to do that?
You know what? I can't knock that because I was born and raised in Cali, and I'm a Miami Heat fan.
Yeah, but he's not a Celtics fan. He's a Piston fan. He's all Detroit.
Oh wait, he's a Piston. Then he definitely can't say nothing, man. Tell me to go eat some popcorn and enjoy the show.
So his 14 and 42 Pistons, they're on the clock for the bubble. So, what does John Wall do now? Because the Clippers did him dirty.
They didn't do him dirty. That was kind of smart.
But I mean, as far look, the dude didn't play. I forgot he was on the team. Okay. That's like every time I look for his stats, I couldn't find him. Right?
Y'all know how Tyronn Lue rolled.
John Wall hit the wall.
But my thing is,
proverbial wall.
But my thing is now is where do they go from here? Because you got Eric Gordon, right? But
yeah,
are they the front runner to get Russ? Because Russ ain't going to Utah. He ain't gonna play one dime.
No, he's getting bought out, and like I said, the two teams that he's looking to go to.
Okay, but
it's Miami and the Clippers, and the Clippers is probably the front runner because they trade away both of their point guards. They don't have one.
I can't wait till he destroys that locker room. I can't.
But where does he?
Wait, why would you think that he would destroy that locker room when he's played with PG before?
Where do you think he wants to go?
I think he wants to stay in LA.
When he starts taking ill-advised shots at the end of games, trust me, they're gonna start to hate him.
I don't want Westbrook on my team.
I know you don't. You know what? And if you don't want him, I would gladly.
I don't want him. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was averaging a triple-double off the bench. Is great, right? But we talk about chemistry.
No. But hold on now. Romero said that his numbers don't count. So we got to remember, Romero said that.
How many
Westbrook's numbers don't count.
Westbrook have?
They only count for LeBron.
How many championships does Russell Westbrook have? He doesn't have that cachet, Joey. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you haven't won anything, people don't listen to you.
But let's just say he wanted to win a ring, right? Or he wants to win a ring. You're not getting it with the Clippers. I hate to say it, but you're not. So wouldn't you rather go to an East team where you might get something? I mean, Miami's sitting in six. Miami's sitting in six.
Point, Westbrook might not get picked up by anybody.
I mean, Miami's sitting.
He's getting picked up.
As talented as he is, he's a cancer. I'm sorry.
Go to the Clippers, back to the Wizards? No to the Clippers. I'm putting that out there in the universe. No to the Clippers. Does he go to the Nets?
I hope he goes to Miami, just so Joey can send me texts telling me how terrible his shot selection is.
If he goes to Miami and Miami drops,
I can't wait till Jimmy Butler chokes him when he tries to take the last shot of a crucial game. I can't wait till Jimmy Butler just chokes him.
To the comment that Jeff just put up there, we care about the Lakers. Not really. He cares about the Lakers.
Look,
he cares about the Lakers. I get mad because players that I like end up playing in LA. So that's one of the reasons why I pay attention
This
to
is a much improved team. Yeah, we didn't get big names, but let me tell you, Beasley can shoot threes. Vanderbilt can play some D. Okay.
Just in.
Marquise, you got to finish that comment. What he said, trash argument, laugh out loud. Whose argument was trash?
Hey, just in.
The guy with the funny hat? Is that what?
This just in. Breaking news from Sports Center, ESPN. Gary Payton II is pulling a Carlos Correa.
You going back to the Warriors, wasn't he?
He was supposed to, but it's in jeopardy.
What happened?
He pulled a Carlos Correa. El Rey knows what I'm talking about.
He failed his
I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means.
He failed his physical?
Yep. Failed a physical.
No bueno.
Put the 4-team trade at risk.
The glove don't fit.
According to Kendra Andrews of ESPN at
glove
almost
2.0.
Jeff said no chemistry. Look, Jeff, the chemistry between Mo Bamba and AD is going to be great because AD doesn't want to stay in the block. He wants to shoot threes. He wants to play like LeBron. He's a big player who wants to shoot threes. So, they're going to be great. And all Mo Bamba wants is a chance to play basketball. And all LeBron wants to do is run around and shoot threes too. Yeah, so they're very slender on the block, but Mo Bamba is physical.
Although I would have rather kept Thomas Bryant, to be honest with you, but apparently he wasn't happy with the amount of minutes that he was getting. Once AD came back, he wasn't happy. But he was solid for us, man. I gotta give it to him. Thomas Bryant was a pretty serviceable big man.
Right. Are we blowing up this whole lack of reaction by AD when LeBron broke the record?
That was, optics did not look good, but from what I've heard, he was under the weather. He wasn't feeling good. We've all been there, maybe.
So, but maybe him saying, so him saying that he was more upset because they were losing,
and then they lost,
Do
you really buy that?
I mean, you got to take his word for it. I mean.
So do you think there's?
That's what he said. I mean,
speaking of chemistry, do you think there's a chemistry problem between AD and LeBron right now?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I'm talking to the Laker fan. I want to see what he says.
I don't think so. I mean, it's nothing that can be worked out. Like I said, the two cancers of the team are gone. Okay, Pat Bev and Russell Westbrook, and I think this core group that we have. Is going to have good chemistry. And like I said, that's going to translate into wins.
Okay. So our last basketball question. Who's winning the West?
I think the Suns are going to definitely make they're going to make a run for it. If Durant stays healthy.
If Big Boy was here, would you green light it?
Joey,
if you would Romero? Are you green lighting the? Are you going to green light the?
I'm pretty confident. Let's just say if I was a betting man, I'm pretty confident.
So he's going to bet on a team that has an injured KD and no bench.
Because I know who I like.
Denver is the best team in the West.
You're saying the Suns don't have don't have a good bench?
No! Have you been paying attention to who got traded?
Okay. I know who I like.
They have a core four. That's it.
And it's not Denver.
Who do you like, Danny?
I like the Grizzlies.
And I like Denver.
I don't think they're ready yet, man, to make the jump yet. They're a good young team, but I don't think they're ready to make that leap yet.
I think they're going to shock some people. I think they're going to be
very immature.
Jeff also says Denver.
They're not ready.
And we got a Denver here too.
Oh, go ahead and hit that next comment, Big Chief.
Denver's a solid pick.
So is LeBron a cancer to the Lakers? Anthony Price says he is.
Now
Get
it's
out of
funny
here,
because
Anthony
wait,
Price. Get
haven't we
out
had
of
that
here.
conversation before?
Get out of here.
You want to say get out of here, but dead serious. Everywhere he's gone, something got broken.
Everywhere he's gone, he's won a championship. Go figure.
Kind of, sort of.
Everywhere he's gone, he's won a championship. That's all he's done.
Kind of, sort
What
of.
makes you a cancer? If wanting to have a better team and better teammates makes you a cancer, then I guess that makes him a cancer. If you want, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
All right. All right. So now we're gonna come to the finale. Right? Here we go. We're gonna talk. We're going
Drum
back.
roll.
We're going back to Super Bowl. Super Bowl 57 in Phoenix. We don't have no curses, no Rocky statue curses. Kelsey Bowl, Andy Reid Bowl. We don't, the script is not written for another home stadium team to host the Super Bowl and go to the Super Bowl, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Do you think the NFL is scripted?
No.
Sometimes I wonder, man.
Because
I wonder. Let me tell you, that sequence with the Buffalo game against the Patriots the week after Hamlin went down, that sequence, that punt return for a touchdown, that made me skeptical. That made me skeptical.
That's just a magical moment.
Just a little bit
right?
Skeptical.
Okay,
if a magical moment.
Okay, now if we're gonna take moments, the Minnesota playoff game, they need to drive downfield. It's 4th down, and I think it was 4th down 11. He throws a 3-yard out on 4th down.
Questionable.
Kirk Cousins is not stupid. But I mean, that's not even a brain fart. That's
yeah.
All right.
That's not even a Donovan McNabb moment. That's wait, did we just get set up here?
All right, hold on. All right, Jeff. In your comments,
yeah, ask Jeff why.
Why?
Tell us, Jeff.
Is KC not gonna win?
I want to hear what Jeff has to say.
I'm just curious because everybody saw that script that came out, right? That whole leak photo.
I believe it was
37-34 Philadelphia. It said, what did it say here? Chiefs open up to a 10-0 lead in the first and a 24-13 lead at halftime and then lose the game. Score 0 points in third. Look, if the Chiefs go up 10-0 after the first quarter, I will be more nervous than happy because I'll be like, crap. If we're winning 10-0, then I'm gonna go, why? What? But I don't believe in the NFL and the scripted. Let's see. Here we go. The MVP quarterback has not won a Super Bowl since 1999. That is is true. There's
a curse. There's a curse involved. Hey, Danny, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if Patty Mahomes loses this Super Bowl, right, that would make him what? One out of 3.
1 for 3.
1 for 3. I mean,
five consecutive AFC Championship games, 3 Super Bowl appearances, and only 1 Super Bowl win.
As it pertains to his pursuit to be the GOAT, right? to become the GOAT quarterback and surpass Brady and Montana and these guys. Do you think that's going to hurt his legacy?
It will.
I have another stat so we can add here. Just
I will, because granted, I get it. He's won 2 MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs. He has 1 Super Bowl MVP, but 5 AFC championships, 1 ring, 3 Super Bowl appearances, and the second Super Bowl appearance was a rout. If you get routed again by the Eagles this time,
so it would be a failure. You think he'd be a failure?
You would have to start wondering if he is only going to win 1.
Is he going to be the Aaron Rodgers of this era?
He could be.
Actually,
All that
no,
talent,
because
all that
Aaron
talent, and only
Rodgers
one
has
Super
not
Bowl to show
even
for
been
it.
back to a Super Bowl after going to a Super Bowl. So that's
Right,
already enough.
but okay, so I don't know this stat, but who's gone to the Super Bowl multiple times but only winning one?
Russell Wilson, just off the top of my head.
Because he went to two, right?
Right.
Okay, so he's went to two. When that back-to-back years, or was it like?
Yeah, I think it was back to back.
And
So
he gave away that Super Bowl to the Patriots for not
Bro,
handing
yeah,
the ball off to
that's
Marshawn
easy. All you
Lynch.
gotta do is, but
Yeah.
that was in it. But if this is what I was always worried about, what does happen to Patrick Mahomes' legacy if he does go 1-3 Super Bowls? Because now you got to figure
the narrative starts to change. I think the
because
narrative.
it's not necessarily Aaron Rodgers, but it's Brett Favre, and he's been compared to Brett Favre since he got out of Texas Tech. Old gunslinger himself.
Brett Favre has also been a two and
only won one.
And won.
Right? He went to two and lost. He only won one. So, what about John Elway? John Elway, what?
He went to three and won two.
Three and won two. So if he wins, then you got to start talking to him maybe about Elway. Maybe he's like Elway. But this whole GOAT thing with Mahomes, I think he would have to win for me to start talking about him being the GOAT.
Yeah, I think this is a pivotal point in his career. I mean, if he wins it, that's 2 out of 3. If he loses it, 1 out of 3. He starts going south.
Do I expect Patrick Mahomes to get to more Super Bowls than just 3 in his whole career? Possible.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, I think he's going to have a lot of opportunities to win more.
Because you go to opportunities, right?
But as you know, timing is everything, man. Right now,
Look,
Andy Reid,
as you know, this thing right here, the famous
doll,
the damn it doll, as they call it. Get yourself a damn it doll because you just beat it like that when your team is messed up and messing around.
Mine broke a long time ago.
It got pretty bad in that AFC Championship game. So we'll see how well it turns out.
Let me add a couple more.
Decapitate its head by the end of the game.
Let me add a couple more things here to that.
I give it to the dog, the chew toy.
You guys were saying based on whether if he wins this or not will determine his greatness.
I think the path of his career changes.
I agree. Okay. If he gets routed, that's not going to be on him, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, first of all, they're not favored. The better team clearly at almost every position but quarterback and tight end is better on Philly. So technically, Philly shouldn't lose this game at all. They should rout Kansas City.
You're right, but historically,
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. Now, that being said, Mahomes is not your average quarterback who should get routed in this game. Now, if it's a close game and it's lost at the end by Kansas City, I don't think that changes his GOAT status that people are trying to put on him. I don't consider him the GOAT yet, but he jumped into my top 10 already. Because the things that I have seen him do is phenomenal. So now, next stage to that. If he finds a way to beat Philly, being basically outmanned at every position, people are going to start to put him in the Brady category. And honestly,
not yet. Too early.
No, I understand why you say that, but at the same time, he's outgunned at every position on the field on Sunday.
Joey, we understand that, but I'm saying when you look back, right, years from now, the quarterback always gets either the blame or the credit for winning Super Bowls. No one's going to look back and say, "Oh, well, the Eagles had an edge defensively, and No one's gonna remember that. People are
Wait,
gonna remember
really? Wait,
Patty Mahomes
hold on.
lost
Are you sure
1
about
out
that?
of 3.
Hold on. Are you sure about that? Aren't you the same guy? Hold on. Aren't you the same guy that just said LeBron James took a bucket and a bag of tools to the NBA Finals?
Yeah.
So when he lost the finals,
So you're saying the Chiefs are a bucket of Are you kidding me, man? Like, they're a pretty talented team. Granted, they lost Tyreek Hill, right?
The Tampa year they might have been a bucket of weed.
But they're a pretty talented team. I mean, they're only underdogs by 1 point.
No. Okay. I get you. I understand. Do me a favor. Name 2 offensive linemen that you know off the top of your head.
I'm not a Chiefs fan. I mean,
okay. No, that's fine. Do me a favor. Name 2 wide receivers on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right now?
Right now. That are going to play on Sunday.
I mean, I know Hardman's hurt, and I know they got Juju Smith on the other.
Okay, so neither of them are playing. So anybody else that you know?
Juju's out?
That hasn't been confirmed yet. He's playing.
Well,
so again, other than Juju Smith-Schuster,
they acquired Tony from the Giants, who's very
he's
very
hurt.
talented guy. I know. I saw him in college, so I know that he can make plays.
Okay, he's hurt too, right, Daniel?
Look, someone's going to have to step up, and like I said, someone's going to have to step up.
Okay, that's fine. So again,
that guy is going to be Pacheco. I think Pacheco is going to be.
Okay, but you're talking about a running back. He's not a wide receiver. We were talking about wide receivers now. Let me ask you a question. No, because you're not a Chiefs fan. So let me ask you a question.
You're acting like
you're not an Eagles fan either. You're not an Eagles fan either. But can you name me 2 wide receivers on Philly?
I mean, obviously, AJ Brown and Smith.
Oh, okay. So easy, right? So let me ask you a question. If they're outmanned and outnumbered on every single position except for quarterback and tight end,
Joey,
Chiefs should not win this game at all.
Joey, we talked about earlier 3 facets of the game. 3 facets, right?
Yes.
Special teams, offense, defense.
All right, time out right there. Pause right there.
Didn't
Daniel say that the Kansas City Chiefs
Hold up.
special teams wasn't all that great?
They've had rough moments.
So as of right now, everybody fully practiced. And I'm talking about Juju, Sneed, Tony, Gay, McKinnon, Pacheco, Smith.
And what about Vance
Stanley?
Is he good?
You guys have potentially the best tight end of all time in Kelsey.
Yeah.
Is Vat gonna play?
That's not act like he doesn't have weapons.
Who?
Scantling, the wide receiver, the one that came from Green Bay.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's good. Okay.
Joey,
and I'm surprised you missed that one.
Joey, are we just gonna ignore the fact that Pat Mahomes has probably the best tight end in football at his disposal?
Didn't I say other than tight end and quarterback?
Fun fact. I heard this. Fun fact. I heard this in the interview. Do you guys know what position Travis Kelce played in high school?
Quarterback.
So he says that's why him and Mahomes, he thinks like a quarterback when he runs his routes.
Right, because he knows where the open spots are and he knows how to get to them. So, that's why him and Andy Reid have no problems with the playbook.
Wait,
was I supposed to know that offhand like that?
I'm just curious. I heard it on the show. So as far as I can know, to me, at 1 point is almost like an even. 1 point, 1.5, it's almost even. I told you the stat. They're very similar. These teams are very, very similar. I can give the edge as far as certain spots to the Eagles, as in like their defensive line is, I think, a lot. They might have a tad better defensive line than we do, right? Their secondary is probably a little bit better than ours. Their offensive line is okay. Our offensive line, except our 3 out of the 5 are great. Our tackles are horrible. And this is where I think is going to keep key, okay? 2 things. 1, like you said, play defense and run the ball. I've heard that for years from you, Joey. But you also got to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. We are the best converting 3rd downs and 4th downs. We don't punt normally, not a lot. Watch them punt like 100 times this game, but that's basically what I think how it's going to go. Is because if you can get pressure up the middle, then he can't. Then I don't know what you can do with what Patrick Mahomes can do. Because if you just pressure him on the outside with those weak tackles and he can step up, he's going to tear you apart.
So what's your gut feeling, Daniel?
So my gut feeling is that the Chiefs.
I mean, you watched this team all year. So
my gut feeling is number one: if they fall behind, don't count them out. Right? Okay. They haven't figured out that they will figure it out. But and my gut feeling is this: is if we can win the third downs on this, if we can win this third downs,
enjoy messing with them gummies again. Yeah, we do know everything, Anthony.
All right, so my prediction. Ready, guys? You guys ready for my prediction?
Yes.
My score. My score is this: 31-28. Chiefs.
Okay. Anthony, this is for you, Anthony. I'm gonna give you the final score. So go to Vegas and put your money on this, Anthony. Chiefs 27. Eagles 24. Write it down. That's going to be the final score. Take it to the bank. Joey, I defer to you, my friend.
I think I'm about to piss off everybody.
Lay off the gummies. Lay off the gummies.
I do like the fact that the NFC East guy can't go with anybody in that conference, in that division. Like, there's no way a Cowboy fan is rooting for the Eagles.
Hey, there is a guy named Dallas on the Eagles, the tight end. Yeah, so Dallas technically made it to the Super Bowl.
Are you guys ready for my score?
Dallas Goddard. Goddard.
You guys are going to be so upset at the Super Bowl when it's boring.
Game.
16-13.
Look, you guys are going to be so upset when this game is boring.
Wow.
This is going to be one of the most boring Super Bowls ever. That is my prediction. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, they're going to score 30 points. Not today. Not on Sunday.
So people will be talking
Philly is going to come out and they're going to get punched in the mouth by Kansas City. But in the second half, that kid is going to put one drive together, and he's going to take the lead, and it's going to be 13 points. And then Mahomes is going to come back in the fourth quarter after them being physically dominated for most of this game. And Kelsey's going to catch the winning touchdown, and it's going to be 16-13.
Wait, so you have us losing?
Only scoring 10 points in the first half.
Hey, yo.
And scoring the game-winning touchdown by Travis Kelce. And it's going to be a boring Super Bowl until the fourth quarter.
Hey, yo, you got a big mouth, you know that.
We got Anthony says he watched Madden on Xbox twice, and Chiefs have won both games 28-21.
Well, there you have it, Anthony. Well, there you have it.
Madden script.
Madden.
Look, all I know is this. The Chiefs go up 10-0. There's only one thing. One, I'm going to be bored as hell and wait for my game-winning touchdown pick from Joey's script. Or I'm going to be nervous as a mother.
Oh, no, you're going to be nervous with my game.
No, because I'm going to be nervous also because that means
Joey, that's going to be the score. That's going to be the score at halftime.
No,
not the final score.
They're not going to score that much. Look, and let me explain to you why.
It's going to be the score at the end of like the first quarter.
Hold on. Let me explain to you why this game won't be high scoring. Philadelphia's offense is predicated on the ability to run the football. But here's the thing. We know that defensive coach. He's going to be prepared. And guess what? This quarterback is not healthy.
Yeah, I know. I said
Everybody thinks that he's just gonna be dropping dimes all over the place
I said
when that's not his game yet.
Said that about an hour ago.
You're tripping.
That nobody was talking
like
about.
I said, just don't be surprised when at the end of the first quarter it's 10-6.
Okay. All right. Who's your MVP? Since we all got Kansas City all around winning, who's your MVP?
Travis Kelce with the game-winning touchdown.
MVP. What about you, Romero?
I think it's going to be Patty Mahomes, most likely.
10 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown, Travis Kelce.
I'm going to throw one out there. Pacheco!
I knew he was going to say it.
Hey,
I saw your shoulders moving. I saw the shoulders.
Put some money on that, man, because if that happens, that's a pretty good return.
What are you hell knowing about? Kansas City loses? What's your score, Jeff? Give me your prediction. What are you gonna be? You
Laker haters, man. Everybody, just haters.
You Chief hater?
Chief haters, Laker haters. Nothing but haters.
Cowboy or your Detroit Lions didn't get in there. Pistons.
Again, I want to apologize to everybody, just so you guys can understand. It's going to be a very boring Super Bowl.
Nick Hurts going to get injured. You keep running the ball. Hey, I just want to know how fast. I really want to know how well his arm is, his shoulder is. That's all I care. I'm just curious to see out that because nobody's talking about his shoulder. And he only you take away the non-catch that wasn't challenged, and what did he really do on that in that NFC game?
Nothing.
Exactly.
So you see why I'm saying what I'm saying, right?
I understand that, but at the same time, Spags is not going to say, "Okay, you can go ahead and run on us."
Yeah, they're going to want to run, but this is the one game where Kansas City's defense is going to step up. It's going to be a nasty, dirty, gritty Super Bowl. Well, don't be surprised, Romero, when at the first quarter it's 3-0, and you're sitting there like, damn, Joey jinxed us.
No.
Joey jinxed us.
Oh, no, man.
I'm telling you, man. Look, we all know Philly's going to come out and run the ball. That's what they do. Kansas City is going to want to come out and try and get on the side of Philly's pass rush. They're not going to have the ability to throw downfield all game.
That's a bold prediction, Joey. Very bold.
Like I said, Travis Kelce, 10 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown, the game-winning one.
And yet they're only going to score 16 points in the game?
And they're going to score 16 points.
With a stat line like that?
Yep.
The city has nobody. You pick KC. What?
Wait, that's a Detroit Lion fan saying that?
Yeah.
No, it's a dude named Jeff saying that.
Okay, wait a minute.
Jeff,
what is your Where's your prediction? What is your prediction?
Anthony, what's your prediction for the score? I want to see what the score is. I can't be the only one who thinks that this is going to be a boring Super Bowl.
Is it going to be boring or is it going to be right up your alley? Because you like.
It's going to be right up my alley. There's going to be some hard hitting. I told you the big boys up front is going to show why these two teams got to the Super Bowl.
So Chris
offensive line, defensive line play all day long.
Hey, Danny,
Mahomes is going to get sacked 2 or 3 times. Hurts is going to get sacked 4 times. It's going to be a dirty, nasty Super Bowl.
Danny.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Dr. Tardif?
Tardif? He retired. He retired to stay home as a doctor.
Man, he could have been part of this dynasty.
He could have. But he decided to do the pandemic thing in over there.
Joey, lay off the gummies, man. Hey,
all
Joey's
right.
going to need a doctor.
Okay, here we go. 35-21 Philly. That's what Jeff is predicting.
Says the Cowardly Lion fan.
Says the Lion fan.
I would like to know how Philly's
I can't take a Detroit Lion fan serious.
35 points for Philadelphia. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot for Philly.
Yeah, that's a lot of points for Philly.
Okay, we got here another one. Here we go. Ready? 28-21. Fundamentals has the over FanDuel has the over and under at 50 and a half. I'm taking the under.
I'm going way under.
Take the under. According to Joey,
I'm going way under.
Take the under. Joey,
Mahomes will. Oh, here's my other prediction. Mahomes will not throw an interception in this game.
Well, I'm sure Danny's glad to hear that.
I don't know.
He will not throw an interception.
I don't know, because if he throws one, I'm gonna be calling Joey. What? I thought you said he wasn't gonna throw one.
I think my guy.
If he throws one, Hurts throws two.
Pick him off once.
So let's just see what the over/under is for this.
51.
Is that what
51,
everybody's
Danny.
saying? 51?
Yeah.
Is that what ESPN has it? 50 over under. 51.
Just ask the degenerate with the stupid Burger King hat. 51.
Because he won't finish it.
Because he won't finish what, the game?
He won't finish the game. Everybody's
Jeff,
talking about the ankle is the ankle.
Jeff
is
with
fine.
the hot takes.
The ankle is fine. He's had 2 weeks to get healed. He'll be all right. Throw some cortisone on that. Varsity Blues style. He'll be all right. Now he wants to come up with this Tennessee Titan gear.
You should be ashamed to put that hat on.
Ooh.
Says the guy with the Burger King hat.
All right, guys. Anything else before we get going?
I think we pretty much covered it. Every time that Joey brings up the Titans or who's his Miami Heat guy? His
Bam.
Bam. That's it. That's how we know the show is to an end. That's how we know that's where we end the show.
That's what we know, that the show is pretty much done. So I appreciate everything.
Bam is the second best center in the league right now.
You are tripping. Lay off the gummy.
Hurts will have more fumbles than Patrick Mahomes has INTs. Ooh, that's a good one.
Guaranteed. Yeah, I'll lock it in. Green light me for that one. I'll put $55 on that one right there. Well, we all know for $55 is $5.05.
Can we come back next week and just point out some of these comments that people are making? Just let's point out how wrong they were. All right, let's do that.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We need some accountability.
Can we not poke at our audience, our guests? Can we not?
You're right.
Except for Jeff. Except for Jeff, Mr. Detroit, talking about Boston. Like, come on.
You're right, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for listening.
But Daniel, you like the labeling of the show, huh?
Yeah, it's called to catch people in here.
Because we started, and all of a sudden there was 7 people in.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. What's this say on Instagram?
Oh, you know what? I haven't even been paying attention. I've been
Let me look at. I want to look at something real quick. Super Bowl.
So while he's doing that, there were only 3 teams in the NBA that did not receive a player via trades this offseason. That's how crazy the trades have been. That's the Miami Heat, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Chicago Bulls.
All stayed put.
All stayed. Well, Miami got rid of a player, but they didn't gain a player.
Yeah, neither of those teams you mentioned are going to do anything in the playoffs.
Nobody wants to play Miami in the East. Nobody.
Everybody wants to play Miami.
Dude.
Your guy Bam is not even top 25, Joey. I hate to break it to you.
What? He's better than your Joel Embiid.
Better than Joe Embiid.
He's better than Joel Embiid. And yeah, for all y'all in the comments, you daggone. Matter of fact,
You're tripping.
Give me here. Come on, bring it in.
Can I have some of those gummies? Can I have some of those gummies?
Bam Adebayo is better than Joel Embiid. And like Romero said, the numbers prove it. Because numbers are everything, right, Romero? Well, except for Russell Westbrook.
0 championships, the most important number. 0, zilch. The guy is a perennial.
All right, there we go.
How come LeBron doesn't average a triple-double if it's so easy?
He pretty much does.
No, pretty much does and doesn't are two different words.
All right.
He's like an
Look at the
assist.
dictionary. Does and doesn't.
From a triple-double every night.
All right. I got some prop bets for you real quick.
Go for it.
All right. Over under 124.5 seconds for the national anthem.
Who's singing it?
Over 2 minutes, yeah.
Chris Stapleton.
Oh,
over.
Tennessee whiskey dude. Yeah. He likes to do runs. He likes to.
Yeah, it's over.
It's going over.
Okay.
Chris Stapleton going over.
Tennessee whiskey.
The coin flip will land on what? Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
I agree with Joey.
All right. Halftime show. Over or under 8.5 songs by Rihanna.
I mean, does she even have 8 songs, 8 hits?
I don't know.
Dude, she's got like what, 4 or 5 albums?
I only know one. It's the Ella. That's the only
Umbrella.
I know that one.
Umbrella.
Ella.
I know the other. What's that one with?
Honey, what other songs does Rihanna sing?
Hey, what's that one with Eminem?
Sonya said work.
Okay, what's the one with Eminem?
Work. That one.
Yeah, but what's the one with Eminem that she sang with Eminem?
What's the one she sings with Eminem?
Sorry, right. Gatorade.
Oh yeah, Sonya said skin.
Gatorade, purple, clear, red, blue, orange, or yellow.
It's red. It's gonna be red because it's in Arizona.
Kansas City red.
Arizona Cardinal red. I know.
Hey, Joey. You guys better not retire Emmitt Smith jersey.
Why?
We know where he got all them yards.
We know where he broke the record. We know where he broke. I remember where I was when Emmitt Smith broke the record.
All right, so those are the prop bets. I was curious. Now, I always like to know what the prop bets are.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of retiring jerseys, the Dodgers are finally going to retire Fernando Valenzuela's number 34.
Been a long time. About
finally.
Finally.
The reason I became a Dodger fan, Fernando El Toro Valenzuela. Okay. The reason my whole family are Dodger fans.
I'll be on it for a while. So that rule, right? That rule with
they only retire Hall of Famers
is ridiculous.
But and I get it. Jim Gillum is not a Hall of Famer, and they retired his.
Right, and I get it. I get you don't want to be like the Yankees and start running out of numbers, right? And you want your numbers to mean something.
But Fernando means so much to this franchise.
Man. If the Hall of Fame was a little bit easier to get into, then I can understand. But you go years sometimes with no Hall of Fame. We got one Hall of Famer got voted in this year. Sometimes we get none. It's so horrible the way it is, the way sports writers vote this in. It should be maximum 6 players like the NFL, right?
Yep.
It should be 6 players. It shouldn't be the baseball Hall of Fame like the NBA. It should be, but it should be MLB guys going in.
Yeah, Fernando deserved it, man. Because let me tell you,
one other thing,
sell out every game is because of all the Mexican fans here in LA. The Dodgers. Let me tell you, Valenzuela has made that franchise so much money. Okay,
we need to represent our 4th partner who just couldn't make it with us tonight. So let's go ahead and give it up for Brian Dable of the New York Giants. Big boy, if you're watching, congratulations
Yeah.
So your Giants
Hold on.
were coach of the year this year.
Hold on. Let
Hey,
me see
man.
something.
Hey, we all pull for the fat guys. Give it up for the fat guys.
Yeah, hold on.
As
What's
a
up?
fellow fat
And
guy.
Daniel?
On the real, I need the Eagles to get their ass tapped. I need the Chiefs to
Oh,
win
no, not the
35,
bacon
37,
discussion
0.
again.
You feel me?
Hold on.
We're not recycling the bacon discussion again.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, I got
Bring
prediction
home
from
the
Big Boy.
bacon, Danny. Let's take it
Give
home.
me a minute. Let me give you prediction from Big Boy real quick.
On the real, I need the Eagles to get their ass tapped. I need the Chiefs to win 35, 30 something to 0. You feel
Oh,
me?
that's crazy. That's crazier.
Hey,
That's crazier than Joey's
know what that
prediction.
is? Know what? I'm gonna leave it out this. I'm gonna leave it at that. That is a true NFC East fan that don't want nothing to do.
You know what? I
with
hope he's right. I hope he's right because I can't stand Sirianni, man. I cannot stand him.
nothing to do with anybody from that division winning other than their team.
And
I'm
here
with you,
is
big boy.
Daniel's
I'm with you.
bacon. This is not real bacon. It's not fully cooked.
All right, you know we've gone to the long look at that. All right.
I'm
All
outta
right.
here.
We out of here. Have a
I'm
good
outta
one, guys.
here.
Peace out.
Have a good one.
Go Chiefs.